On Studio 10, we like to literally mix things up, and today we are with concrete coating. Here to lay the foundation on concrete coating basics is Chris Scott, the owner of Freedom Concrete Coating. So welcome in to Studio 10. How's it going?
It's going great, thank you.
Yeah, we're excited to have you here. But let's talk a little bit about Freedom Concrete Coating. This is locally owned. Talk a little bit about what makes that so special.
Locally owned, I've grown up in this area for the last 50 years, so really committed to the community, know the community, love working with all different areas, our north, south, east, west, Clinton, Eaton, Ingham, Jackson counties. Just really love the people here.
Yeah, and that's so important that you've kind of literally laid a foundation here in the area. The community knows you, and you know the community really well, which is especially important in this business. So walk us through concrete coating. What specifically is that used for?
So concrete coatings are a decorative protective coating for your concrete. You know, our mission is protect Michigan's garage floors from the harmful effect of road salt and the grime that your car picks up and eventually ends up in your garage and destroys and deteriorates that concrete. Concrete coatings are designed to stop that harmful effect and therefore preserve your concrete for a lifetime, basically.
Yeah, that's so important because we know in Michigan that winter is around the corner, and that's where we're going to see that salt. So is this a good time, a perfect time to protect your floor and the concrete?
Absolutely. We're installing concrete coatings year-round. So far, we haven't had any temperatures that we can install in. We're good down to minus 20 degrees. Not that my crew is going to be working in minus 20, but it just gives you an idea of the abilities of our material that we're using and the quality of that material. So.
Yeah. You are a PenTech dealer, so how does that kind of play a key role into concrete coating?
Okay, so PenTech Industrial Coatings is basically an industry leader in the concrete coatings world. They have innovated consistently for the last 20 years. They have a high accountability level of training and follow-up with their dealers. We go through a rigorous training and awareness class, basically, that all the dealers have to go through, and they teach us the standards of the installation of their actual materials. And then there's great follow-up on their end through their regional managers. They check in with us and make sure that everything's going properly. They have a great tech team at PenTech Industrial Coatings that we can always call on during the week. If, you know, I always say that every floor is the same and every concrete floor is different. And sometimes we run into special situations that, you know, they have a team standing by that answers the phone 24/7 for us, and, you know, for any special needs we might have. And then they have a second to none world-class lifetime warranty, limited lifetime warranty, and that covers cracking, chipping, peeling, fading.
So we know that, you know, when we are going to get concrete coating, it is kind of a big decision to make. So what are some financial options that we have when we go into that?
Cash is always nice. We take credit cards. We also have financing options available, 24 months, same as cash, and those would be about the main three things that we take. So yeah. Not in Bitcoin yet, but I'm sure it's coming. So
there you go. And what about you know, when should we reach out to you? We have obviously your website, but what is the backlog? You know, what kind of time frame should we think about?
We've been running about 4 to 6 weeks on the backlog. And basically it all starts with, you know, the website has a lot of information. You can submit for a request for a quote, or you can call me directly at the 290 number. So
sounds good. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate this because, as you mentioned, this is important. I think a lot of people forget about something like this, so we're thankful that you've told us about it, and knowing that we can support a local business that you really do know the community like the back of your hand. It's very, very important. So thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.